What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to explain to you guys the top 3 mistakes that sports bettors make and the reason that they cut down on their profits due to these 3 mistakes. So hopefully this video can help you guys get away from these 3 mistakes and start making more money when it comes to sports betting. Alright guys, now as always, if you guys like these videos, make sure you shoot us a like. Also, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button down below if you like these teaching videos. Also, comment down below if there's anything that you want us to go over, anything that you want us to cover. Now, we're gonna head over to the whiteboard and I'm gonna show you guys exactly the 3 things you need to stay away from when it comes to sports betting. What's up, guys? Frank with Linemaker Sports here. Now, let's get into it. Let's get into the top 3 mistakes sports bettors make that cost them money. Right off the bat, check this out, guys. The first thing we're gonna cover here is going to be parlays. Alright guys, these are just a destroyer of bankrolls and destroyers of just your income when it comes to sports betting. Now the reason why behind this is because they're basically sucker bets. That's why these casinos throw your little parlay cards out and they throw them right in the front of the sports book, because they try to antagonize you to play them. Because they know it's low odds on there and the odds are you're probably not going to win. So you got to stay away from parlays, and the reason why you got to stay away from that, I'm going to show you right now, is with a 2-team, 3-team, 4-team, 5-team, 10-team parlay, your chances of actually hitting them. Now, of all the parlays, this is the only one I actually agree with, is a 2-team parlay is the most that you should ever do, is a 2-team. That's the most. Now, your chances of hitting a 2-team parlay is 33%, which is not that bad, okay? It's not that bad. You can find some value. That is the only option I would ever give when it comes to parlays. The furthest I would go is a 2-teamer, because let's check it out now. Let's go to 3 teams. Now, if we go to a 3-team parlay, now your odds are really dropping here. So now you're going towards 14% chance that you're going to hit that. Now, a 4-team, now you're dropping even more. Like, this is what I'm saying, guys. Now, the most common when it comes to parlays hover around the 4-team, 5-teamers. That's what people love to do. People love to hit those 4-team or 5-teamers. Now, your odds of hitting a 4-teamer is 6.3%. It's absolutely horrible. So it's a 94% chance, basically, that you're going to lose. That's not what you want to do, because that right there is going to cost you money, and it costs everybody money. You just continuously doing that, it's a 6% chance of you hitting that. So now let's go to a 5-teamer. 5-team, like I said, these are the most common ones that people like to put in. Now, 5-teamer, now you're down to a 3.2% chance. 3.2% chance that you're gonna hit a 5-team parlay. So 97% of the time, you're losing those. As of all these guys, the only one that finds nearly any value that you can work with is the 2-teamer. All the rest are just lottery picks. They're jokes. They're clown bets. They want you to do that at the casino. They want you to do that at the sportsbook. That's why they put them out there. Now, I see people all the time that take their 10-teamers for $1 and 10-teamers for $5 and everything. Okay, listen, a 10-teamer now we go to a 10-team parlay. Your chances of hitting a 10-team parlay, guys, is 0.1%. All right, it's not even a percent. You're 0.1% that you're going to hit a 10-team parlay. I see them all the time. People go and post them and put them everywhere, and it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. These are lottery plays. The only one that you could stoop down to and really do is a 2-teamer to give you a 33% chance. Even at a 2-teamer, you're still nearly almost losing 70% of the time when you're betting a 2-teamer. You got to stay away from parlays, guys. I don't know how many times I've said it. You got to stay away from them. Those are the bets that the sportsbook wants you to make, because those are where they make their money. Just like in the casinos, your penny slots are all over the place. Why? Because that's where the casino makes the most money at. Your parlay cards are everywhere in the sportsbook. That's where the sportsbooks make the most money at. Alright guys, now the next one. Let's get to the next one. The first one was parlays. This next one is going to be the second top 3 mistakes that you make. Number 2 is going to be not having patience. All right, guys, not having patience. Now, this is key when it comes to sports betting, because you got to have patience. You got to realize that it's going to take a while for you to make actual money when it comes to sports betting. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It doesn't happen overnight. Some people could get lucky and go out, put their 20-team parlay in and hit it the next night. That's only going to happen once in a lifetime, but that's, it could happen, yeah. But it takes patience in this game. Now, the reason why it takes patience is, here's the things that you need to know when it comes down to patience, is waiting until games are over. Reason behind waiting until the games are over is because mid-game you have a bet, it doesn't seem like it's going your way. You're already thinking you're going to probably lose. So what do? You go out and now you're going to go ahead and put another bet in. Let's say it's a late night game that's just one game left on the night. You're trying to get some money back. You just go and bet the game because you lost the game previously and you're like, I don't want to wait. I got to get money back. You don't have the patience to wait till the next day. Instead, you go out and place a stupid bet. Now you're losing even more money. All right, guys? Now, the next thing under this category of not having patience is going to be betting every game on the slate. Now, betting every game on the slate there's no patience in waiting for the right games. You're not using patience there. Now you're just betting every single game that's on the card for the day. Hopefully you win. Like, that's just not the way to roll. You don't do that. You're gonna end up losing a lot of money doing that. There is no reason to do that. Stay patient and eyeball out the key games that you could really zone down into and the games that you would really like. Don't bet the whole entire college football slate on a Saturday. No reason to. You could key them down to about 3 or 4 games, possibly 5 games, and have, a better shot at hitting at a higher percentage rather than betting 30 games on a Saturday. All right, now the next thing under this category, this is the last one under this category, not having patience, is going to be betting more money. Now, betting more money, you need to stick within your bankroll. There's no reason to bet more than what you should. And the reason why, here it goes, patience. You're not going to wait. You don't want to wait because you got a small bankroll to build your bankroll up. Now you're going to go and take half your bankroll and go put it on a game. Guess what? You lost the game. Now half your bankroll is gone. You're going to waste the rest of that bankroll on one more game. And then you lost that. Now you got no money to play with anymore. So you got to be patient. You got to bet within your means. You cannot just take huge bets and be throwing half your bankroll around. You can't do that. There's no reason to do that. When you do that, that is a recipe for disaster. Now, when you don't have patience and you don't follow these 3 categories under the patience, you're going to lose your bankroll and you're going to lose money sports betting. All right, guys, let's get to the third and final thing when it comes to mistakes that sports bettors make that cost them money. The third thing is going to be not proper bankroll management. This is very important. Very important because when it comes to sports betting, your number one thing is bankroll management. I've preached this in a lot of videos. If you watched other videos, you do know that bankroll management is the most important thing. Reason why, if you don't have a proper bankroll management strategy, or you don't have the proper one, you're going to lose money. Over the long term, you're going to lose money. Over the short term, you're going to lose money. Either way, you're going to lose money. You got to have a plan. You got to have a strategy. Just like anything in life you go into, you got to have a strategy with it. This is no different. Sports betting, you got to have a strategy. You got to have bankroll management when it comes down to it. Now, let's go over a couple of the subcategories under not having the proper bankroll management. All right, now I probably mentioned this one actually in the step before this, but betting your whole bankroll on one bet. Now, you should never do that. There's no reason to do that. You should never take all your money and put it on one bet, no matter how sure this favorite that you're going to go and bet is. No matter how sure you think this team is going to win, never take your whole bankroll and put it on one thing. There's no reason to do that. This is sports. Anything can happen. Any team, any fighter, any golfer, whatever, any NASCAR driver could beat anybody on any given day. So there's no locks, there's no guarantees, nothing like that. You never want to take all your money and throw it down on one thing, because the odds are something stupid is going to happen and then you end up losing. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about now is tilting. When it comes to tilting, this is under the category of proper bankroll management. Why? Because when you start losing, which is part of sports betting, you start losing, you start to chase your losses. You're like, okay, listen, I need to make back that money that I lost before. I lost a couple hundred last hour. I need to get that back. I didn't even pay attention to what's going on in these games coming up. Screw it. I'm taking 3/4 of my bankroll. I'm throwing it on there because I got to recoup my losses. That's tilting at its finest, guys. Tilting at its finest, which is number one thing not to do. Professional sports gamblers, just professional gamblers in general, this tilting does not happen. It is completely out of their game. They do not tilt no matter what happens. There is no tilting involved. That's your emotions. Your emotions getting the best of you, and you going and taking more money out or betting way more than you should and not using, once again, proper bankroll management. All right, now the last thing under this category of not proper bankroll management I want to go over is using a unit system that's not realistic. Now, you probably are thinking, what does that mean? Okay, using a unit system that's not real. There are a lot of people online that go out there and say, listen, you should be betting 500 units on this, 200 units on this. Some people out there saying you should bet 1,000 units on this, you should put 15 units on this, 100 units. That is all bull. None of that is the proper way to do this, okay? Your proper way to do this, 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, that's about it. Other than that, there's no reason to, there's no 100-unit plays. It's just not gonna happen. Like I said, when I say there's no guarantee, no locks, I mean it. There's not a game that you should go throw 100 units on, because that's blowing a lot of your bankroll if that loses. You have to play a lot to recoup that. That's just not going to happen. There's no reason to do that. So when it comes to using a unit system that's not real, you got to avoid that. All right, your unit system should only consist of 1 unit plays, 2 unit plays, at the most 3 unit plays. That's about it. 3 unit plays be where you really think one of those, like, okay, you think it's a lock. Those are your 3 unit plays that you could go and throw on. Other than that, there's no 10 unit, there's no 15 units, there's no 100 unit, 1,000 units, 1 million unit plays. Those don't exist. It's unrealistic. You'll blow all your money even chasing somebody that tells you anything like that. You're just going to blow through your bankroll easily when it comes to chasing unrealistic unit systems. All right, guys, so those were the 3 mistakes when it comes to sports betting that's going to cost you money, either the short term or the long term. Either way, those are going to cost you money. All right, guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that video on the top 3 things that sports bettors do that cost them money. If you guys would, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button down below. Also, give us a like and hit that comment section down there and let us know if there's any other videos that you want us to post. Anything that you want us to know, any questions that you got, hit it in the comment section. We will hit you guys back and let you guys know what we think. Also, in the description is our website. If you guys are interested in what we are about here at Linemaker Sports, make sure you guys go in the description, visit the website. Let us know if you got any questions with that as well. All right, guys? So, as always, I'm Frank with Linemaker Sports. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, I'm out.